Hello everybody, welcome to Children of Rath, the D&D livestream show set in a Magic the Gathering world in Dominaria. As usual, I have my wonderful cast of characters joining me, and Lee's playing around with his camera.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Well, we are characters.
That's true. So why don't you guys give a quick introduction, yourself, your character, how things are going with them. We'll kind of do that. We'll, as usual, head through the color wheel, because I keep using that as an excuse to figure out an order. It's a very easy one for Magic. So we'll start with Lindsay and Wintress.
Hello. It's me. I'm tired. My internet might cut out at some point, who knows. Hope not.
We'll have to see.
Oh, Tantus, we're still on East.
Oh, let me just quickly switch that.
I thought you said West.
There, we're on Central. It should be fine.
Yes, we're now centralized.
Well, Joe, how about you talk about Claude and yourself?
I'm Claude. I don't want to fight a dragon. Or go through fiery hell. But it looks like that's what we're doing. And hopefully the dragon won't remember that Mr. Fancy Pants seduced his daughter.
Probably won't. Well, Maxwell.
That'd be great if he did.
How about you? How's things going with Maxwell and Lee?
The second I heard fire-breathing dragon, I hid behind Claude, and I'm still kind of cowering in fear despite everyone playing in the river and fishing out some fish.
I also then hid behind you.
Yeah. It's like a Scooby-Doo thing.
Ruh-roh.
Well, Fish, how's Kazran doing with all this?
Catherine's doing pretty good. He has some experience with dragons. And he has some new ideas for experiments that will probably only have like a 50% chance of mass explosion. He's doing pretty good.
Well, Mads, how about Carrion?
Carrie's really tired of drowning a lot,
Well, now you get to drown in lava instead of water.
and also wonders why she's the brains of the group somehow, other than Kazran. But Kazran also has zero impulse control, so really, Carrie has to keep them on track. Somehow.
Well, you read.
And
You are a barbarian.
I should take a level of Bard.
But then you'd have to hit people with your loot. You'd have to somehow summon loots and just hit people with them.
Yeah. It's like,
I can do that.
And we rename you El Kabong.
What?
Old cartoon reference.
yeah.
You
Elkabon.
forget that I am baby.
Old Hanna-Barbera
younger than
cartoon. If you've ever watched Boomerang or
Yeah.
know Hanna-Barbera cartoons, you'll know.
I grew up on Johnny Quest.
See? And Johnny Quest is classic Hanna-Barbera. And good. Anyway, enough of Johnny Quest. So,
Back to our quest.
back to your quest. You found yourself in Bogardan at a small, relatively unnamed port town. I think we did talk about it a little bit. But the main thing is that Mount Red Rock which is what it's commonly known as, is where you're heading. There's a fancier way of describing it that's in like one of the local dialects, but no one ever refers to it as that except for the locals. And who's nice to locals?
Locals.
Exactly. Well, you've been fishing fairly unsuccessfully.
Hey, I caught something with my mage hand.
I said fairly unsuccessfully. It's not that nothing was caught, it's just that a lot of nothing was caught.
We'll try later.
Well, it was enough for a snack for someone.
Yeah, I ate it.
Nim will kind of come back from town to where you've been working and be like, I realize it's a little later in the day, so I arranged for us to be in a nice hotel here. Again, more of a bar with a hotel over top of it, as most places to stay are, but still, nonetheless, nice place to stay. Nice little inn.
Well, at least we get to rest before we get caught on fire.
How many
Before
rooms
you
is
get
that?
caught on fire.
Message. And for many animals, that's becoming harder. For instance, one 2016 study on birds.
Where is that starting from?
I don't know.
It's not me.
I'm interested in the bird study.
They played a recording of a bird's alarm call. Normally, birds would chime
Not
in and
for
respond
me.
to this, but in
I
the
don't
study,
think.
the
It's
number of
not for
responses
me.
was
I
80%
only have
lower.
2 tabs
And it
open.
wasn't just that the birds
Who's
weren't
listening to
responding.
birds?
They didn't adjust their foraging behavior in these areas either. That's
Is it
kind of
Lindsay?
significant.
Lindsay?
What?
It stopped.
Are you watching
What
a birds
happened?
video?
Huh,
Are you watching-
That's interesting.
Yeah, because it was capturing on the audio.
Yeah. I mean, I like birds.
That's very interesting.
You were saying something to Nim about
And Nim started going off in a tangent about birds.
apparently.
Kazran is asking about the number of rooms.
Oh, it's a common room.
Whatever.
Meaning...
One
One
room.
room for all of us.
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know rooms were that large and accommodating for such a full party of adventurers.
It's fine.
I'm just gonna whisper in your bottom of the barrel.
Got that right.
So, he'll lead you into town, into like a small kind of bar area. Where
What's the name of the inn?
That's a very good question.
This poor man.
I'm a jerk.
Still have those tables from Pathfinder?
I'd have to open them up, but I can. The Burning River.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like it.
Valid.
And they're known for their drink, the lava shooter.
Ooh. That sounds suggestive.
I want it.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Are you gonna mix it with some of your illegal substance?
Oh
Yeah,
no.
They're probably out of it by now, as that was like a couple weeks ago. Unless they're like hoarding it for periods of time, which I have high doubts about it.
No, we're out of drugs. Kazran at least is out of drugs.
The
Carrie's out of
boat,
drugs.
the boat would have been pretty boring otherwise.
No, now we need to find fantasy weed.
Oh my lord.
I think that might just be normal weed.
But there's the tag fantasy in front of it.
Oh.
It's
So
made out of dragon feathers.
you can see that like the second floor is very open in comparison to here. This has kind of on the bottom floor the kind of bar area, where it's pretty much just got the bar and a cup and like 2 tables. The tables are currently being used by some what looks to be locals. There's space at the bar if you want to eat. Nim will kind of instruct you into upstairs. It seems like there's a back hallway that leads to like the kitchen and where the innkeep lives. And the second floor is just a large open room with a kind of small private room in a corner that's marked as the water closet for both washing up and doing other stuff at. There's a fireplace at the one end here, kind of up on the second floor, that's heating up a good portion of the room, along with a kind of small oven set up in the middle of the room where some hot coals could be put in, if need be. You're in an area where it's probably not going to get cold, but there can be some chilly nights sometimes, just with the wind coming in from the sea.
But the lava keeps it nice and warm.
Again, you're on a port at the edge of that kind of valley, which the main rivers kind of like go through.
Maybe if you want a warmer room, you have it facing the lava flows.
Mm-hmm. There seems to be just area that, like, Nim will explain, like, it just at some point set up a bedroll if you need one. They do provide a number of ones over there, or you can set up your own just anywhere in this area. It's a common room, unfortunately. I tried to get some rooms at the inn that would have some actual rooms, but it was unfortunately booked up right now. Seems like some local merchants are in town, doing some kind of business. Trading with some of the locals, and unfortunately it means that since we're not staying that long, we won't have an opportunity. Perhaps on our way back we can use the inn rather than here. But a common room is always a nice place. You can get some nice conversations with some other travelers. Right now, there's probably like 3 other people set up. They have like bedrolls up. 2 of them seem to be together, a man and a woman. And there seems to be an older gentleman who's sitting by like the fireplace as it is going, and just reading on like a little stool that's set up over there.
Max, I'm gonna pull you aside for a second. Keep an eye on me tonight, please.
What makes you say that?
Wake me up in the morning and make sure I'm me.
I get what you mean. Wink, wink.
Nim will kind of unfold a bedroll, and you'll just sit down on it and be reading for a little bit. Oh, I'll be heading down for dinner shortly. But I wanted to get some reading in first. Feel free to do whatever. We'll leave tomorrow morning and head for the mountain.
Looks like we have some free time, friends.
Who wants a drink?
I would like a drink.
Oh, I'd love to watch.
I'll go sit next to Carrie.
You can dip your tongue in it.
Good.
You can taste it at least.
You're like, this tastes good.
That is a question, though. Can you taste with your tongue?
Noble DM, can I?
I thought that was the only sense that you said he had.
I think so. Well, I mean, aside from hearing,
Other than-
obviously,
yeah,
just for
insight.
convenience.
You can hear and see. You can probably touch, but everything feels strange. I think you can't smell, and I guess you could sort of taste with your tongue, but it's also like not the same.
Metallic tasting.
Ugh.
Everything
It
just
either feels hot or cold on his tongue.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
really just it's mostly just feeling hot and cold.
Well, I guess we'll head dodown to the bar.
Let's do it. Let's get adventurous.
There's a
with our drinks.
reptilian-looking man, kind of behind the kind of like this lizard man behind the bar.
Oh, is he a Viashino?
He is a Venashino.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yo, I want to talk to him.
Hello, welcome, travelers. Yes. What can I get for you?
I turn around and look at my friends. Well, what are we getting, guys?
I want to try signature drink.
Ah, lava shooter. Yes.
Me too.
Take
Excellent.
water.
Double shooter for me.
And you,
Tris?
young lady.
Just a beer.
All right. You see him kind of like first off, he'll grab like he'll like see him like pop open a barrel, like swoop out like some water from it, and like thunk it down in front of you in like a mug. Then you see him like in a like there's just barrels on the ground. Then you see him like at like a tap that's in the back, pour out what looks to be this kind of like bright red beer, and give it to Wintress. Then you'll see him like take like what is like a large pitcher, kind of been mixed together. Some of that beer, 3 other alcohols. You'll see him squeeze something into there. You'll see him take what looks to be like a handful of like chili peppers, throw it in there. Then you'll see him kind of mix it up. Then you'll see him like snap of some kind of magic, as the top of it will go on fire for just a little bit. And then he'll kind of blow it out and pour some of it each into, like, 3 glasses. Oh, and then he'll take another one of, like, these little chilies and kind of push it on the edge. So it's like the olive on the edge of the drink, except it's a little chili.
I never expected such artistry from crafting such a lovely drink.
Oh, I am master barkeep and drinksmith. I learned in big city.
It certainly shows so.
Yes, moved here many years ago. I found it close to home.
Are you, if you don't mind my asking, from Shiv as well?
Yes, I am from Shiv.
Yeah.
Oh, how is things in Shiv?
Terrible as always.
Still on fire?
Of course.
Oh, there's plenty of fire around here. Reminds you of home.
Yes, very much.
It's great. Sometimes river and fire.
Ooh.
Yes, very different because not covered in lava like you would think. Just set fire. Looks like stuff from hot springs, from volcano, get into river occasionally, and then something sparks, and then you go, and the river is on fire.
Oh, I'd love to see that. It sounds incredible. Quite the sight. Very cheap.
You can fish out cooked fish from river.
Oh, very.
What is the water that it catches on fire?
I don't
Very
know.
bad water.
What your friend is drinking? It is fresh Bogardan river water.
Oh,
It is not always on fire.
shame.
Is there any semblance of oil in this water?
You know, like whale oil or yes, no oil. You would taste oil.
Right.
It just catches on fire.
Yes.
Probably a gas.
Something gets
But
mixed
it's
in that's flammable.
So river.
Yes.
I guess the composition of it is just very strange.
Sometimes there are chemicals that light on fire very easily. Some of them also dissolve in water very easily. They all mix together and the right spark occurs. You get a very exciting water fire. Wow.
Yes.
Really hard to put out.
That is what the local
Jesus.
alchemist says about river fire. He says that volcano has some chemicals in it. Get in some materials in it. Get in the fire. Set it up. Burning river.
You're being really loud. Can you quiet down a little?
Sure. I will try. Be quiet.
That's
You are
wholesome.
I
really loud.
think
That
she
was
wants
one
to
of
go
the
to bed.
That was one of the patrons who walked up from the common room.
Oh, yeah.
It's still here. Anyway. Quick, try drinks. Very good.
I chug it back.
It is spicy.
I kind of
Glug
back
glug
away.
glug glug glug.
The red beer is pretty good. You're not sure why it's red.
Is it cinnamony?
They don't have hops here to make beer. Let me put it that way.
Something else, but it worked.
Mm-hmm.
How expensive are the drinks?
Not too bad. He will charge you for each of the lava shooters. It'll be a it'll be 5 copper.
Oh.
I was just saying, we also have still a decent chunk of change in the group fund if we want to just.
2 copper for the beer. For a full meal,
Appreciate it, Marky.
it'll be 2 silver for a full meal. If you're looking for a meal too.
I think
I'll get some food.
Yeah.
They have a fish stew, lizard kebabs.
Made out of what, Viashino?
No, the giant horrible lizard monsters that live here.
It was my great grandmother.
Viashino are kind of more crocodile-y lizard than lizard a little bit too. So I mean, like, probably eat other reptiles.
Oh yeah, reptiles eat other reptiles all the time.
I guess I'll try some reptile.
He also has the chef's special.
Oh, what's that?
What is that?
Oh,
It's the chef's special.
it is very delicious. Something that came in. I have some salted in the back. Have you ever had Leviathan?
Ooh.
But those things are huge. How did you get a hold of that?
Fishing boat brought in juvenile Leviathan. We preserved a bunch of it, smoked and salted some meat. It was a lot of it. I still have some in the back occasionally, like today. I make some special. Break it out.
I would like to try.
I'll just have the reptile.
I will have some Leviathan.
I'm guessing Leviathan's like a delicacy in this world, right?
It's probably akin to, like, you know, carnivorous whale meat, you know? Think of it, Leviathans tend to take multiple forms, but there are those that are just basically giant, like, killer whales. Like, really big ones. There's also, like, squid-like monsters, too.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, giant sea serpent, a la...
Also, there are some... Yeah, there are also some giant sea serpents and stuff, too. Leviathans take multiple forms.
Huh.
This
They're
one is...
just giant creatures.
Yeah, they are just giant ocean creatures that murder the crap out of things, tend to.
How often are you going to have a chance to have this in your life?
Yeah. I'm eating it.
Okay, so we're getting two...
I'll probably kill a Leviathan one day, who knows?
So we're having 2 orders of Leviathan, and what else? 3 orders of Leviathan? Wintress, what were you having?
The reptile.
Okay. So he'll come back with, like, these, for Wintress, for you, it's these, like, grilled, kebabs that are, like, chunks of this, like, square that looks, like, it could be, like, some kind of large animal. You know, like, it remind us of something like, you know, like squares of beef or something, though it is not beef. Along with a number of, like, root vegetables, some mushrooms on there. And is accented by what looks some kind of like, a grilled pepper and some kind of strange grilled, like, berry at the top of it, each of them. And you get 2 of these kind of skewers. It's served alongside, like, a very loose fish stew. It's kind of like more like it's very fish brothy, with, like, you know, tiny chunks of stuff in the bottom. It's just made to be kind of like a fish, again, like it's like a fish broth more than anything, and some, like, hard bread, along with a few pieces of, like, a cheese that you have. The Leviathan is a dish that it seems to have been, like, kind of chopped and ground up and made into these kind of, like, meat patties. It's been kind of reconstituted because it was originally dried and smoked. It does have a very smoky flavor and kind of a little bit of saltiness to it, but it looks like it's been soaked in some kind of gravy. That if you ask, he said it was made with some leftover chunks of Leviathan bone. He has, like, a kind of like a container that's kind of sealed away and stored some pieces left over from it. He just kind of broke them apart. He uses them for flavoring for the gravy, along with some shells from some local seafood. So it's kind of this, like, the thing is, the meat is like a kind of very, like, dark fish. So think more like akin to, like, a tuna. I would probably, like, if you ever went to a country that still occasionally eats it, akin to whale. You know, somewhere in between whale and tuna.
Like a shark.
Shark, too. Yeah, like shark. Yeah. That kind of, like, heavier fish. Except, again, it's kind of, they put it with some spices into, like, a patty with this kind of, like, sweet and spicy sauce over top of it. you also get a bowl of the soup, the bread and cheese, you know.
I'm gonna give him a gold and a silver.
Mm-hmm.
That should be more than enough plus tip.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you. Your food is very good, and so are your drinks.
Excellent. The little missus in the back, she works on the food. I am very good with drinks. She is very good with food. That is why we open bar.
Mm.
Good business idea.
Yes.
Nom 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 nom.
Alright, you'll enjoy your meal. Are you doing anything else tonight, or just heading into, the next day?
Well, how late is it?
No, I'm just gonna eat while staring at Kaz.
I'd say it's like late afternoon.
Late afternoon?
Yeah.
You said there was an alchemist.
Oh yes, local alchemist. Works for the elder of the town. Though I guess, mayor, elder, I do not know. I never know if he is elected or chosen in some way. It confuses me.
Probably not important. The alchemist, does he take walking?
Probably? I've never asked if the alchemist takes it.
I'd be down to see an alchemist.
Alchemy is another form of art.
Oh, does anyone remember what the dragon's name was?
No, I
Kablooey?
don't. That doesn't
Blam,
sound
blam.
right.
Should have written that down.
It is, Roriem, Heart of the Volcano. Rovrium. I'll spell that in short.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, so Kablooey Blam Blam.
That's it.
I was wondering if, since you have the inn here, have you heard anything about Rovrium?
Rovrium.
The dragon.
Oh, dragons! Yes, there are many Hellkites here. They are different from dragons from Shiv. Shiv dragons, they just eat you. But they patrol certain areas. They have their homes. They go there. Hellkites here, a little different. A little angrier, it seems. Little different. Still breathe fire.
Do they still eat you?
Oh, maybe? Some seem to do. There are a few that seem to have taken names and are slightly smarter. I think this, Rovrian that you speak of, he sounds like smart one.
He's a big boy, is what we've heard.
Very old.
Like the biggest boy.
Oh, you're talking of the Heart of the Volcano.
Yes.
Yes, the big boy.
Oh yes, that is. I did not know his first name now. I always knew him as the Heart of the Volcano. He is said to be the elder of all the dragons and lord of them currently.
I would be. I'm interested in meeting this.
Lord of all dragons.
Yeah.
They say, according to legend, he is a child of the elder dragons. Those that the dragons which fought during the invasion.
Oh.
Descended from them. But I do not know how much. I do not know how much those things are true about the entire thing. It is hard to say.
Well, thank you for the
Well-
information.
Yeah, if we never come back, just assume we were eaten.
I will
Oh.
do.
Thank you. I
I
just
will
want
come back.
someone. I just want someone to know our fate. You know?
Sure.
I intend on coming back.
You're probably the most likely to get eaten out of all of us.
Probably. I still intend on coming back.
That doesn't mean he won't cut his way out.
True.
Or
blow
blow his
it.
way out.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep a gallon of oil on me.
He's probably the one who sets the river on fire.
I don't know. Can you blow up a dragon, though?
If you give me time, I could figure it out.
That was it.
Maybe you might be lucky, but who knows? You would probably die. It is...
Oh, yes. What a way to go, though.
It is true. It would be a very interesting way to die.
So is what you're telling us is to strap the gallon of oil to you and feed you to a dragon?
I don't intend on dying for a while, but if I have to choose a way to die, I think blowing up a dragon is probably top tier way to die.
Someone's arresting you for that comment.
That's fine.
It's the dragon police.
Uh-oh.
Dragon have police? Dragons? Dragons.
Why not?
Dragons are the police.
Why not?
Dragon police
Glug,
are
glug,
very,
glug, glug.
very dangerous.
Thank you. I'm glad you agree with me. The dragon police are those like flying dudes, right? The ones above.
Where could we find the alchemy?
Ah! You will have to go to the large house. It is the house where the mayor / elder lives. It is he'll just give you some basic directions to where it's at. You can't miss it. It is quite large, and there is a man with a funny-looking hat outside of it. He is always there. He is like bodyguard of elder or something. I don't know.
Is he reasonable?
Probably? He doesn't
He's
speak
got a
much.
funny hat.
He wears funny hat
Right.
and doesn't speak much.
That's
Probably
reassuring.
reasonable.
People with a funny hat have awesome stories, you know, Kaz. Should talk to all the funny hats you meet.
I will.
That's how I met Carrie.
That's a lie.
Hat?
I don't
It
wear
is.
hats.
Did you think the horns
Maybe
were
she's-
a hat?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, wait a
Maybe.
second.
She just said your horns are funny.
Well, considering that I'm the only one with horns, I understand.
On a good day.
On a good day. That's true.
I could give myself horns.
Cutting them off a ram and gluing them on your head does not mean you have horns.
I can give myself horns.
Would implant. It would be very painful. But I could do it.
Okay.
Not one. I would like to see the alpha.
Yes. As we finish dinner, I'm going to just kind of, nonchalantly keep an eye on the bartender, just getting an idea of his shape and everything, in case if I ever want to be a Vishino.
Okay.
Ooh. Got that
I mean,
human
we spent
chameleon over
months
here.
with Viashino. That first boat was crewed mostly by Viashino.
Oh, yeah, true. Well, if I ever want to be this one.
Ah,
Mm-hmm. If you ever do.
well,
Well,
I would like to go see the alchemist. Would anyone care to join us?
I'm good. I'm down to go.
Ooh,
I have no
I like
plans.
going on adventures with Kaz. He seems like a good dude so far.
oh, good, thank you.
We did that one thing together. That was cool.
We did a drug deal.
You mean the drug deal?
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Might want not want to say that openly in a bar.
Drugs are accepted on Shiv.
Are they?
This isn't Shiv.
It's Shiv, probably.
All right, all right.
If
This
I
is
could,
just like tiny Shiv.
if I had to imagine a place where they would be cool, it would be Shiv.
Yeah, everything's fair game there.
It's not a lot of
But
central
if you
law.
can live on Shiv, it doesn't matter what you do.
What happens on Shiv stays on Shiv.
And you're constantly inhaling volcanic fumes. You're always a little high. Anyway.
Okay, I guess off to see the alchemist.
Okay. You'll use his directions and head deeper into town, where you'll get to the, it looks like some kind of, like, most of the buildings here, very simple, built out of, like, like the clay of this area, it seems like, and the rock. Like, one-story houses, a very few two-story houses. Seems like some of the businesses might be, like, 2 stories, some of the bigger places like that. This place...
Or probably shop on the bottom, living on the top.
Yeah. This place looks like a large meeting hall. It seems to be made of a little bit of wood, some of the stone here. It seems to be decorated with a number of, like, large bones of some kind of creature. I mean, something very large. You see a man in what looks to be, like, a very strange hat. It looks like it's like a helmet with some horns, except it's got little bells hanging off either of the horns.
Dude, he's Santaram.
It's like
I was thinking warrior jester.
Yeah, somewhere in between a Viking's helmet and a jester's hat, you know. It seems to be painted red with some kind of marking on the front. And he's just standing in front of the door with his arms things. He's got like a kind of large, bushy red beard. You can see that like he's a very tall man, at least 6 foot tall, very burly, kind of just with his arms crossed, with like a kind of sneer on his face.
Human.
He looks human.
Maxwell, you are charming.
He looks a little bit intimidating, though. I think someone else might be up to the task for this one.
We don't have to, like, intimidate. We just have to say that we're going to see the alchemist. But I am bad at persuading.
Fair enough. So you said there was, like, a bodyguard dude in front of us?
He's standing in front of the door.
This
Okay.
man with the silly hat.
I'll put my hand on you. If you're not comfortable with it, I can...
Yeah, you should definitely come with me, Claude. Alright. Excuse me, sir. Hi, how are you this fine evening?
He just sits staring forward for a minute, and then kind of, like, glances down at you. And then starts staring, like, out into the town again.
So there's someone here that we need to see. Can we pass?
Kind of glance down again. Cock his head to the one side.
I don't
And then turn
believe he
back.
speaks.
Is that a yes?
We are here to see the alchemist. May we enter?
Kind of glance down at you.
This guy's not very talkative, huh? I know what'll work. Detect thoughts.
Oh God!
Alright, let's give this a shot.
Again?
It's a terrible idea. We're gonna
And?
go
Did it work?
to jail. We're going to jail.
No.
Yes.
How does this work?
We're going to
Doesn't
be
he have to do a
gestured
saving
to
throw?
death.
You get like
Yes.
surface level on the person, but if you try to go deeper, then they'll know.
Yeah. So you could just try to read surface level or try to probe.
Probe?
No, they'll kill us.
Then he gets a save.
And he'll know either way.
Okay, well, if I do surface level, nothing happens, right? But if can I probe further on? Will that...
Well, surface level, you get whatever he's thinking right now, probably. A little bit of surface thoughts.
But I don't have to, like, cast the spell again to probe deeper, do I?
It has
No.
duration, so I think you could... It's concentration, so you could start just trying to probe.
Okay, I'll do surface level first.
Okay. He seems to be thinking about what he's going to have for dinner.
God. Probe
Dallas?
deeper.
What? Arrested.
Didn't he motion us to go forward?
What's your DC? He gets a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
12. I don't know.
wait, what's...
Well,
What's
look,
your
let me put it
DC?
this way. I have rolled and your spell ends when you try to probe deeper. As he kind of
And
looks
he
at you
goes
with a
into-
very angry-looking sneer, as he then unfolds his arms, and you hear this you seem like clenching his fists.
Look,
I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna step in between you.
all right.
Good sir, I'm sorry for my friend's actions. Honestly, we just wish to seek the alchemist. If this is not a good time, we will be happy to turn around and leave. I will try to be pretty persuasive.
Okay, please roll.
Oh shoot.
That was with disadvantage.
Yes, I just realized that.
You can.
Oh fuck.
Oh, no.
All right.
Can I say I'm sorry?
You can. Does it work?
I can certainly
I might be
try.
getting punched in the face.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do to your claws, Cat?
Okay. Oh God. You'll take 7 damage as he thwops you in the face.
This is not worth the trouble. I just wanted to. I'm also an artificer. I just wanted to talk with another artificer. This is bad, believe. It's fine.
I'm gonna back up toward the group and not get near this guy.
He's gonna kind of look towards you, Kazaran.
Come on, Cat. Let me finish your nose, please, Cat. Cat, please.
He'll kind of look at you with a sneered face and kind of bang on the door behind him.
That's all it took.
He'll
Yeah,
wait
okay.
for a moment, kind of cross his arms again with a very, very bad, angry looking look.
What is wrong with that?
I'm clipping her nails,
Oh.
and apparently she cracked one of them.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
The door will open and another man will be behind him, and he'll kind of turn around, and he'll kind of make a gesture towards you guys and a gesture inside.
I kind of just wipe the blood off my nose and flick it on the ground near him and walk past.
Casper's gonna
He's
walk.
not letting you in.
Oh, I thought he was
Yeah. No.
Oh.
If you try to walk towards him, he's putting his hands up and he's shakes his head. He'll point towards the goblin and be like,
Oh, Casper will walk inside.
Oh, of
Okay.
course.
Kazaran, if he has weed, buy it for me.
Of course.
Let's just stay outside and not get punched again, shall we?
he's gonna crack his knuckles and look at you.
I back away, and from a safe distance away from his fist, I say, "Look, I'm genuinely sorry about that.
You can punch him in the face if you want.
What? Me? No. I say, look, I'm genuinely sorry about that. I think you're super interesting. I wanted to know more, and I realized I was I shouldn't have done what I've done.
If he keeps running his mouth, mister, you really can punch him in the face.
I'm just gonna turn around and just go, I've had enough of this today, and head back to the inn.
Okay.
And when I'm a safe distance away, just kind of giving the middle finger over my head.
I want to join you, Claude.
You'll be kind of led inside where the one person will kind of just have you stop and wait, and then it looks to be a large, great hall that takes up a big portion of this room. You can see more of these kind of bones of some kind of giant creatures, almost like ribs that seem to be making up massive timbers to support this entire place. The man that's in front of you will be like, "Come with me. We will go to see the alchemist now. He is willing to see you."
Good. This is good.
The big guard guy's still at the gate, right?
Yeah.
Where'd you get your horns?
He's not gonna respond. He's just gonna kind of be sneering. He has like a angry-looking sneer that's not as angry towards you, but still pretty angry, seemingly from his experience with Maxwell and Claude. And he associates you with them.
Valid.
I got
Sometimes
through.
I don't want to associate with him either.
Oh.
I'm totally debating about just sneaking back around and pantsing him.
Please don't.
I'm not sure how you would, as he's got his back is to a door.
Mage hand.
That's 5 pounds. Make it do 5 pounds. I think a belt.
Undo his belt.
Alright.
Maybe.
You can do that one-handed.
But I'm not going to.
Carrie?
Yes, goodbye.
I thought the strange one was supposed to be good at talking to people, but he always makes people mad.
That's because he keeps invading their heads like an idiot.
I thought we were friends. What the?
Excuse you.
I have feelings.
You were gonna let me get kidnapped, so fuck you.
Fuck you too. You tried to kill all. You got almost all of us killed. What? Some people.
I didn't know that would happen.
Well, what do you think's gonna happen when thugs have knives at our faces? Like what?
I'm
Knives at our
genuinely
faces?
shocked that Kazran is somehow the most charming person. That everyone likes Kazran.
It's like a sitcom.
Everybody loves Kazran.
I have an 8 charisma. How is this happening?
Yeah, but you don't do dumb shit like the rest of us.
I tried to be nice. I just
No,
failed at it.
Listen, I'm including me in that because I've drowned like 5 times.
Yes.
You can't swim.
No, apparently you can't swim.
Which is weird because she moved to a port town.
Maybe you were trying to learn and never did.
Her brother's a sailor. Her twin brother. What the fuck?
He got all
The
the
only
he got all
water
the
jeans
swimming
went
jeans.
to the brother.
Pretty much, I guess. You know.
So, Kazran, you'll be led into a small room where there'll be a person in, like, robes with, You'll notice something about this person straight off. They have feathery wings on their back, except they are kind of like, almost like tainted black at the end of them, like they're black-tipped.
Cool.
They seem to be doing something.
Hello, are you the alchemist?
Oh, Jesus!
I apologize. Apologies.
No. I was just in the middle of something a little delicate here, and you surprised me a little bit. Yes, I am the local alchemist. A squirrely-looking woman with these wings. You notice that she even like with like the appearance, kind of like scrumpy hair and like little glasses and stuff. She still is quite attractive. But she kind of like adjusts her glasses, scruffs her hair a little bit. Oh, a goblin. Oh,
yes.
Hi. Yes. Some people said a fellow alchemist or master of artifice was coming.
Yes. I am an artificer more familiar with artillery.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Hello.
Oh, I was curious about, learning more interdisciplinary aspects. I'm curious about that. Do not have much of it.
Oh, I could teach you a few things and let you know about them, but I don't know how much time you have to learn things about alchemy.
Basics. Would you possibly have some introductory books I could read on the topic? in exchange, I have a few tomes on basic construction for constructs and the like.
That seems interesting. Well, I mean, I don't think I've got any introductory tomes. I'm a lot of self-studied around here. I'm sorry. I probably should introduce myself. My name is Radiant. Yours is?
I am Kazran.
Oh, excellent. Kazran. Hello. She'll kind of like knock into something because she's got her wings kind of folded up in the back. Oh, dang it! This room is too small. Sorry.
I need to apologize.
Oh.
It's unhelpful when the rooms are too constrained for proper experimentation.
That's true. That's true. Yes.
I was curious. What projects are you working on, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh, well, I was, researching some of the chemicals that seem to come out of the mountains around here. It's quite interesting.
I had heard that the chemicals are such that the river itself catches fire.
Oh, yes. I was comparing them. I had studied some of the volcanoes on Urborg a few years ago, and I was comparing them to them. Before the entire, horrible demon-worshipping cult took over for a period of time. I'm hoping to revisit at some point in time.
I am personally, of course, more experienced with Shivian volcanoes.
Oh, Shivian volcanoes. So interesting.
Yes. Very, sulfur and ferrous, mostly. Not conducive for long-burning fires, more, explosive. Slow flow.
Interesting. Oh. Well, I mean, I would love to share more information, but, I'm technically, employed here, sort of, maybe?
Sure, I understand. Tell you what, we will be turning, I believe, at some point after our business is concluded.
What business do you have?
My companions and I have been hired on to guard someone on his journey. We are heading further inland. But I think we might have done.
Where are you heading to?
Where are we heading to? Place again?
Mount Red Rock.
Mount Red Rock.
Oh, Red Rock. Well, maybe we can have a chance to talk. I do need to get some more samples, and that would be a good place to go to.
I think, actually, if you want, I could gather the samples if you'd prefer to stay. I mean, we'd be happy for you.
Oh, no. I'm probably a good person to bring along. And, these aren't just for show, yes. I am an angel. Not as divine as those others of the church, mind you, but when you're born on Urborg, you don't tend to be as radiant. So that's apparently my namesake. Some higher ups had a joke about me. But the will of Sarah is great in strange in ways.
I suppose I understand. I mean, you can't control the circumstances of your own birth.
Oh yes, no. I don't think the others liked I went into artifice and alchemy for my studies, but I felt that there was this call of it, just a call for it.
Sure. No, I completely understand. But I'm sure. I mean, we'll be, like I said, that we're happy to have another artificer on the journey. Especially, I'm not used to the region as it is yet. But someone with more technical expertise might be useful.
Yes. Say, what's that you have around you? What you have there, around your neck?
It is an old amulet from my clan. Do you know anything of it?
It's very familiar. I don't know. Look, maybe I was meant to see this. I don't know. It's strange. I'm sorry, but
Oh, maybe on the journey we could discuss.
Yes, my kind is born as we are, and sometimes we have memories that are from our creation. If that makes sense to you.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Sure.
Just something about that is familiar.
Well, I'd be happy to discuss it on the journey.
Oh, yes. That sounds fine.
Now I will leave you to your experiments, I think.
Oh, yes. When are you leaving?
We leave tomorrow in the morning? When do we leave?
Tomorrow morning, yes.
Tomorrow morning. We leave tomorrow morning.
All right, then. Well, I'll meet with you.
Excellent.
Good.
Oh. We lost him, Lindsay.
Oh, no, we lost him.
Yes. Why don't we take our first break then and see if we can get her back as you head back to the inn then. Sounds like good fun. All right, so see you in a little bit, folks. If you need to use the bathroom, go to drink, anything like that, we will take care of that and be back in a little bit. Or you can take care of that and be back, and we'll be back in a little bit. So, bathroom, drink, snack, and stuff like that. So, see you in a second, folks.
Yep.